All right, so we're looking at 2,505 days at 2 hours per day, which is 10 hours total. All right, so first I want to talk about why I decided to do this. Most of us do not have a lot of time throughout our day to really build, especially throughout the week, especially if you're juggling a job and other responsibilities. So I decided to make this 2 hours a day to give you just a perspective. Now, obviously, if you have more time within your day, then you can get a lot more done. But I'm starting here because I know most schedules are like this, where they can only manage just a little bit of time. My schedule is like this currently, so this is why I decided to go ahead and start with this framework right here. Okay, so this is my thought process. 1, hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, hour 4, and hour 5. Okay? Then we got hour 6, hour 7, hour 8, hour 9, and hour 10. Now, I don't think this is completely lined up to my liking, but we just going bring this across. Actually, let me do my lines first from this one. Boom, boom, and boom. Okay? Then we have this divider line here. Then we're going to erase that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. So now, this is how I operate. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, this brings us completely, this brings us completely to 10 hours for the whole week, which is 2 hours per day. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Okay? All right. So now, what you're seeing in these little lines here, these are 10-minute time blocks. Because in my mind, anything that can be measured can be valued. So, with this in place, you'll have an understanding of what deliverables can I put into 10 minutes of effort and get my desired outcome. The reason why I did 10, the reason why I only did 4 when the hour is 60 minutes, I only did 40 minutes just to give yourself some buffer, just so that you won't be running like a robot. Now, obviously, you can do the other 20 minutes that's missing off the hour, but we're going to work with this because I feel like this is, to a certain degree, like a safe zone. All right, so now, if we have 4 of these across 10 days, that means you got 4 times 10, which is 40. I'm actually going to try to put it in a frame. So we got 40. Okay? So then you have 40 slots. And now, if your objective is 2,300, how much is in each slot? Okay? Oh, excuse me. I made my number wrong. Sorry, I meant to say 2,500. I'm giving you some time to think about it. Okay? If you haven't thought about it by now, your answer is 60 to 50. Okay? So what that means for you is that you need to come up with something, some type of valuable asset, some type of value exchange that you can do. I know they look crazy. It's because of the way I'm writing. Okay, so what I'm saying is you need to figure out some type of value exchange that you can do for $62.50. Now, you can decide on how you want to do this, because you can actually get like a large sum. You could do it piece by piece. But what I'm explaining is you want to make sure that whatever you're delivering is only going to take 400 minutes, only going to take 40 steps over, because instead of slots, these are 40 steps. You know, you can consider them as slots and steps, because you want to make sure that what you have to deliver, you can execute in 40 steps. And the outcome is valued at $2,500. Now, the tricky part is figuring out what to do and how to do it. Now, obviously, I don't know you personally. I would like to know you in terms of what you have going on, what you're capable of, how you can do things. But this is the formula that I've used to get me to 2,500. Now, before I was able to master this, it took me way more than 40 steps. But now that I have things templated out and built out, it can only partake you 40 steps. And so now it's all about figuring out what is going to be the value point for these 40 steps, these 40 slots, and what are you going to exchange. I wanted to show you, just so you won't be taking my math for it. You got 60,250 times 40 equals 2,500. So now you ask yourself, what can I do that would bring me $62, or at least get me steps to that $62.50? And if you look at the hour times 4, that's $2.50 an hour. 250 times 10. Boom. Now, the reason why I'm breaking it down like this for you is just so you can see that everything happens in like doses. You know, if you can just really look at this heavy, look at this deeply, and really ask yourself, what type of skills do I have that I at minimum feel like $62.50 is worth it? That's you to determine. Now, what I'll do is share how I've been able to do it. But that'll come in the next video. But this is all the thing I want you to do. I just want you to screenshot this. I want you to stare at this. I want you to look at this and ask yourself, what can I do in 10 minutes? 10 minutes and still gain $62.50. I removed myself so you can screenshot. Now, what I was able to do in this day and age, I was able to leverage AI, and that is what carried me there, using AI. That's how I was able to do it. And I don't know if you're tech savvy, if you're able to use a computer. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know where you're located, but I personally use AI to get me to the 2,500. That would be my suggestion for you, but you may have a different skill. You may have a degree, or you may have a consulting idea. You may have something way different than me. But for me personally, in my circumstance, the way that I was able to obtain this was using AI, using my creativity, and then following up with my actual actions. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you too much longer. But right now, I just want you to ask yourself, what can I do in 10 minutes that can give me the value of $62.50 if you're looking to aim for 2,500 in 5 days with only 2 hours per day?